In Athens, Theseus the Duke is set to marry Hippolyta, the Duchess, in less than a week. However, a man named Aegeus is not happy about his daughter Hermia, who refuses to marry Demetrius, a fellow Athenian. Instead, Hermia wants to marry another man named Lysander. The Duke tells Hermia that she can either marry Demetrius or be put to death or give up marriage for the rest of her life. Because Hermia must decide what to do before the Duke's wedding, she and Lysander decide to run away to the countryside. The couple tells their plan to Helena, a woman who is in love with Demetrius, though he doesn't love her back. Helena decides to tell Demetrius of the couple's plan to run away in hopes that Demetrius will appreciate her devotion. Meanwhile, a troupe of amateur actors, led by the outlandish Bottom, prepares to perform for the Duke's wedding and decide to practice in the nearby woods. Oberon, the king of the fairies, and Titania, his queen, are not getting along. After exchanging quips at each other in the woods, Oberon decides to teach Titania a lesson by using the juice of a magical flower that makes a person fall in love with the next thing the person sees after waking. In the woods, however, Oberon observes Demetrius desperately searching for Hermia and Helena desperately trying to throw herself at Demetrius. After using the magic juice on Titania's eyes, Oberon instructs his servant, Puck, to use the magic juice on Demetrius so that he will return Helena's love. As part of their plan to run away, Lysander and Hermia meet in the woods and fall asleep. Puck mistakenly uses the magic juice on Lysander, and Lysander awakens to see Helena, which, because of the magic juice, causes him to fall in love with her and forget Hermia. Hermia awakes and finds that Lysander is gone, having chased after Helena. As the troupe of actors begins to practice their play in the woods, Puck has some fun and puts a donkey's head on Bottom, which scares all the actors away. Titania wakes up and, because of the magic juice on her eyes, falls in love with Bottom, still wearing the donkey's head. She also spoils him with her fairy servants. Puck reports what happened with Titania to Oberon, but Oberon sees that Puck accidentally made Lysander, not Demetrius, fall in love with Helena. When Demetrius falls asleep, Oberon places the magic juice on his eyes, and when Lysander and Helena approach, Demetrius falls madly in love with Helena. Now that both Lysander and Demetrius are in love with Helena, she thinks that they are playing a game with her. The men decide that the only way to decide who gets to be with Helena is a duel. Oberon orders Puck to fix things, and so a deep mist consumes the forest so that Lysander and Demetrius can't find and hurt each other. Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, and Hermia all fall asleep, and the magic juice is placed on Lysander's eyes so he can again fall in love with Hermia. To restore his relationship with his queen, Oberon uses the magic juice on Titania and she falls in love with him again. The Duke, Duchess, and Aegeus enter the woods and find Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, and Hermia sleeping. When the group awakens, Demetrius explains to everyone that he would rather marry Helena, and so the Duke invites the two couples to join them to be married that day, Hermia to Lysander and Helena to Demetrius. The actors become discouraged because Bottom is missing and they can't perform their play. However, Bottom returns and they are all happy to see him. In the end, the actors perform the play at the wedding and all is well. If this video was helpful, please share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe for more Minute Book Reports, and thanks for watching.